Hi, it's Rob Z of robztraining.com, and on today's video blog post, I figured I'd address one of the common questions that lately I've been getting asked a lot, both in person and through email, which is, why should you flip your class? There's all this buzz about the flipped classroom. After I hit the why, usually the next question is, well, how? How do you flip it? So I'm going to create in this video blog post the answers behind that. First off, why? I think it's because I call the 3 E's. Effective, efficient, and engaging. All right, I'll take each one of those one by one. Number one, effective. I can have kids that are absent and then come in the next day and still know what's going on because of these screencast videos that I've made. Now, as you'll see in these video clips I'm going to show you here, my students I'm fortunate to have desktop computers in my classroom, but even if I didn't and I had mobile devices, they would still be able to use these videos and watch whenever they're absent or outside of school or during a study hall or during the bus ride home, wherever they can watch videos of me teaching. So no longer is it the traditional Rob Z blabbing in front of the class to 20-some kids, ages 10 to 13. That can be challenging, as those of you that are veteran teachers also know, to have everybody's attention all at once. So I think the videos are effective because now the child has to either play, pause, or rewind the video, take notes during that. So there's really no time to be a passive learner. You have to be an active learner. How about efficiency? Well, saving time. The traditional way of me teaching these triangle videos, which you saw a moment ago there, would be about 3 to 4 class periods. Now I do it in 1 to 2, maybe even 1.5 class periods. And the reason why is the students are engaged by watching with the headphones me go through the process. Now in this example I'm showing you, there are 6 different types of triangles that I teach. This way, the children next to one another are not necessarily even watching the same video. So this allows for true differentiation. One student might be learning about acute triangles, another one's learning about the equilateral triangle. And so what I really like about that is it gives the kids the ability to start where they left off, whether that is, cover 2 or 3 of them in the class period, or cover just 1 or 2. All right, so the other piece again is engaging. I don't know how much more engaging you could be in person versus being on the computer. I try to be good both ways. My students are able to, listen to my jokes, follow along when we do things live in class, but there's 20 of them out there in the audience and there's one of me standing up on the stage. This way, I get to have the students work kind of one-on-one with me, as this video is showing you here. So now this means I don't have to stand in front of 20-some students every single day. I can do that just some of the days. I much more rather prefer working with 1 or 2 students at a time, where I can really figure out what are they having trouble with, what can I narrow down to help them with, and really kind of make sure that they are not missing things just by nodding their head and saying yes and smiling, which usually, as many of us teachers know, happens when students are sitting out there out in the audience. So again, to recap here, screencasting is the way that I can flip my class. I've been doing that for many years, and now I teach workshops on how to do that. It's funny, even I've learned from the females in the class mostly, I really should get a manicure, because as you saw in some of those videos there, my hands are up close, writing with the pen and things like that. You learn all those little nuances there when you're recording your videos, but there are a plethora of apps and tools available now, usually at no cost, like what I'm using right now, my iPhone, using a free app to just record videos, put them out there on Google Drive, and now students have access to you 24/7. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I think of it as digitally multiplying yourself. There can't really be 20-some of me in the classroom, but salaries would be too high to pay for that, but there could be 20-some digital me's and 1 real-life physical me that can float around and help students while they're working on projects. So that's my little video blog post for today. If you're interested in seeing more like this, check out my blog. You can subscribe anytime at robztraining.com. Thank you for watching.